So we want to talk about property management companies down here at the shore, overseeing your property. Yeah, let's. That's a good topic there. Let's chat a little bit about that today.
What are the benefits that someone might get from hiring a property manager?
Some of the benefits someone may get from hiring a property management company really gets down to you never don't worry about your property. I mean, it's a second home. I mean, it's yours. So, of course, there's always going to be that worry, but someone is there overseeing it. You know, it's sort of like having you're an absentee owner. You're not down there all the time. So having a property management company ensures that there's someone there capable overseeing the property. Benefit-wise, let's just take, for instance, from a benefit standpoint, they're always making sure the house is secure. Doors are locked, lights, if they're on timers, that they're working. Your grounds, if you live at a single family home, they have people, subcontractors for maintaining your lawn, maintaining your landscaping. If you have a pool, they have a pool service company that will maintain the pool for you, during the seasons that it's open. How in depth they get for you, I'm going to say this from a standpoint, like in the winter, if we have snow, property management company clears the driveway or clears the walkway. That's a little bit more extreme. I mean, you're not there, but if that's something that you want them to do, they can do that for you. If you have something that needs to be checked, for instance, all of a sudden your heating system, you've got it, you have it on your app, you have it on your phone, and it doesn't seem to be working correctly. You're getting alerts or something that it's the winter time and the heat just is running 24/7 at 60 degrees. Well, the property man, you don't have to drive. God forbid, you don't even get in a plane, to come all the way down to your property here. The property management company is able to go over there for you. They can check it out. They can assess the situation that you have in hand, and then they can take it from there with regards to, what sort of actions need to be taken for you that way. If you're someone that rents your property, your property management company, if they're involved with that kind of stuff, can also rent the property for you. Do they have Airbnb and VRBO accounts where they check people in, check people out? They coordinate a laundry service or cleaning service for the property. Again, I mentioned this before. Your job is to pretty much go to the mailbox and get your check, type of thing. But those are just those are some small benefits that. Kind of off the top of my head that you get when you are dealing with a property management company, on an individual basis. I mean, you then have property management companies that oversee if you live in a condo complex or community. I mean, that's a whole nother animal per se, or just a larger scale.
Yeah. What role do you find is more common out here on the shore?
For the most part, the property management companies for communities, condo communities, complexes, seems to be more of a role for them when it comes to property management. Not a lot of that individual, hey, I have a property management company and I oversee, 46 individual properties.
That's not as common.
Not necessarily as common.
Yeah.
There are some. There's some services out there. I know that I think it's BTS Cleaning. They also do not only just cleaning services, but they kind of have like a security type where they're always, they'll be checking in on your properties and on a regular basis and things during the off season and stuff like that. They just, again, make sure that the property's secure, heating system is functioning and things to that nature. So there are some. That's like a smaller version of it. I think it's just a service that they provide. So there are those random ones that are out there, but they're not as in tune with the complexes where you have these property management companies that oversee.
Yeah.
Big
Lots
communities.
of
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. is it pretty common for people who do, VRBOs, Airbnbs to manage them themselves?
Yeah, a lot of that falls on your own. I always say if you're doing the Airbnb and VRBO, yeah, you're checking people in, checking people out. And again, as I said, there are property management companies that are out there. It's not necessarily as prevalent as it is in other areas. If you're in the Carolinas and things like that, they're everywhere, where they have these property management companies that oversee individual owner homes or properties. But if you're going to do the Airbnb VRBO route, and you're doing it on your own, you're also the one that has to, if there are issues or anything to that nature, you're on the hook for that you're the one who they're calling,
Yeah.
So
Are there ever challenges regarding like communications with a property manager?
no, not really. I mean, for the most part, if you have a property management company that's overseeing your neighborhood, your community, they are involved in your community. They usually come to at least once. You have a condo meeting twice a year. They're usually at least one of them, just as a representative, and they just they talk about what this is what the year's going to look like in 2024. This is or 2023 or whenever. These are the things we're going to be looking at this year. These are some of the projects we're going to work on this year, whether it's irrigation or, if you're on the water, your boat slips and docks, that kind of stuff. They're going to be working on your decks this year. So it's sort of, they're communicating to the owners. At the end of the day, they do work for the owners, so they can kind of communicate to them what they're looking for, or the type of projects they're going to have for the year. And the other thing it comes back to as well is that if you have a problem in your unit, or if you're seeing something in the common area or something like that, that's who you're calling. You're not calling the president of your association. You're calling property management. Have them come out and they can send somebody out to take care of it. So that's just a little bit of a glimpse. It's an overview of what property management companies are about. Again, you can certainly, if you're looking to bring on a property management company or something like that, I know that they interview for jobs for all that kind of stuff. So they can get you a much more in-depth what they're all about, what their mission statement is and things to that nature, and what their added value is to your association or your home if you want to. So just reach out to them and they can certainly help you out with that.